electric field intensity due to charge spherical shell. Okay, our topic is electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged spherical shell. You know, spherical shell is a hollow in nature. In inside the sphere, there is no material. This is the this will be the and empty in this case. But before this, before this, firstly we have to solve one numerical based on your previous lecture, line charge, electric field due to electric field due to a line charge. Okay, this is your previous one topic. On this topic, we have designed a numerical. Let us understand this. An infinite line charge, an infinite line charge produces a field of 9 into 10 raised to the power 4 Newton Coulomb inverse. Means we have this is there is a given value of electric field 9 into 10 raised to the power 4 Newton Coulomb inverse. Now there is one another value is there at a distance of 0.02 meter. How much distance is there? 0.02 meter. So there is a value of R from the line charge. This is the distance given, and in the formula you can take by this value by R, 0.02 meter. Okay. Now calculate the linear charge density. Calculate the linear charge density. This value you have to calculate. Linear charge density denoted by, you know very well, lambda. And you know also write this thing by Q by L, but there is no value of Q and L. But we have the another relation. Yesterday you have to determine its formula. In this case, lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught R. Okay. So you have to, this is the formula for electric field, not equal. Okay, electric field. Lambda you can calculate by this. Calculate the linear charge density. Linear charge density has formula Q by L also, but in this situation, in this condition, you can't use this formula, and you know very well you have to use this formula. Now take this formula. E is equal to lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught R. You want to calculate the value of lambda. Now cross multiply it. E into 2 pi epsilon naught into R. Now put all the values E and R here. Epsilon naught you also know. What is the value of E? 9 into 10 raised to the power 4. 9 into 10 raised to the power 4. Into what? 2. What is the value of pi? 22 by 7. You can write here. And what is the value of epsilon naught? 8.85. After rounding off, you can take 9, 10 raised to the power minus 12. And what is the value of R? What is the value of R? 0.04. Now solve it. Okay. Now your work is start. You have to solve it. You have only 2 to 3 seconds. Solve it. Okay. After solving, you can get lambda is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 7 coulomb per meter, or you can write meter inverse. This is the answer. Okay. Now let us start our next topic, electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged spherical shell. In this, you have to take a shell which is hollow from inside, and second thing is this will be charged. This will be charged. Then you have to find the value of electric field. You have to find the value of electric field at different places. You can say there are three regions in this case. One is outside, other is on the surface, and the last one is inside the sphere. Inside the sphere. Now, firstly, we have to discuss about electric field outside the shell, or you can write here hollow sphere. Okay, both are correct. And in examination, these things come like this: hollow sphere or shell. Now, the first case is electric field outside the shell. How will you calculate? Now, firstly, design this diagram. Firstly, you have to take a sphere, hollow sphere of radius capital R. Of radius capital R. Okay, this is the center point O, and this is the radius capital R. And this has a charge Q. This sphere has a charge Q, and its surface is S, and S can be calculated by surface area 4 pi R square. According to, due to this sphere, there will be electric field around it. You know very well, if a body is charged, then it releases electric field lines normally from its surface. You know very well. Okay. Now, this surface of the sphere has charge Q, positive in nature, spread electric field lines like this. These electric field lines, you know very well, comes out from this surface normally. Okay. And you can see these lines are around this sphere in all the directions. In all the directions. Now, we have to find the electric field outside the shell. Outside the shell, let us consider a point P, which is away from the center at a distance R. Suppose a point P is away from the center R, outside the sphere. Then this point have how much electric field you have to calculate. But not only this point, because if you draw a sphere, supposing this R is the radius, then you can get another sphere. And one of the important thing is that on this sphere, every point is behave like a P. P is what? P is the point where you have to calculate, you have to determine the value of electric field, you know very well. And this has a distance R from the center. And all these points also have the distance small r. Okay, there are two R, capital R for smaller one sphere, small r for the sphere where we have to calculate the electric field. Okay, now prove it or solve it. Solution you can write here for explanation, explanation, explanation for determining the formula. Now, what is the explanation? We have to use Gauss theorem because these all are applications of Gauss law. Part 2, you can say explanation. How can you explain this thing? Now, let us take firstly, we know that E dot ds, surface integral of electric field, is equal to Q by epsilon. Can we take directly this formula? Because you know very well, this formula is arising by two things. One of definition of electric flux and other of Gauss theorem. Okay. By these two equations, we can take this one. Now, remove this dot product is there. E ds cos theta is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Now, what is the value of theta here? If we consider a small part on this surface, outer surface at point P, then the normal of this ds will be normally outward from this. This green color show the direction of area vector. Okay, and this is the direction of electric field, and both are in same line, so that we can take the value of theta is equal to 0 degree. Now put theta is equal to 0 degree in this relation, then we get E ds surface integration, E ds cos 0 degree is equal to Q by epsilon. Okay, now take E outside from this integration part, and now the rest thing is ds, because cos 0 have value 1. Cos 0 degree is equal to 1. You know very well. Is equal to Q by epsilon. Now we have to do integration of ds. We have to do integration of ds. Integration of ds. And what is the integration of ds? ds1. Take this one is ds1, because we have to take as this hollow sphere, and this ds1 is the part where we have to find the electric field. There are two spheres, S and S1. So this is ds1, and what is the integration for this? In all the relation you have to write in this way. 4 pi S1, for S1 small r, you know very well, this small r is greater than capital R, is equal to Q by epsilon. Now, what you have to find in this question? In this question, you have to find the value of electric field. How we can determine this one? Now, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. From this, we can take this formula. So this is the formula which you have to use when a hollow sphere is charged and we have to find the electric field outside this sphere. Outside this sphere. Now the another part is what is the value of electric field intensity on the surface of shell? Electric field on the surface of this hollow sphere. Okay, hollow sphere, you also can use this word. Okay, for shell. Okay, no doubt is here. You can take hollow sphere or shell. Now we have to find electric field on the surface of this hollow sphere or shell. Then what kind of thing you are imagination? Your imagination. By your imagination, this point P now becomes on this surface. And now the small r is equal to capital R. Now this point is P. Okay, this point is P. Now both S and S1 are equal. R1 is equal to, small r is equal to capital R. In this situation, how can you find the value of E? Same procedure is this. E is equal to, E becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. If point P lie on its surface, then this formula becomes in this way. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by capital R square. Capital R square. But one thing is there. In this case, you can also use surface density. If sigma is surface density, you know there are three types of density: linear charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density. If sigma is surface charge density on the shell, then we can take Q is equal to 4 pi r square sigma. You can take this one because sigma is Q by surface area. And you know very well, surface area in this case is 4 pi r square. Now cross multiply and take the value of Q from this relation. This is that relation, okay? Now put this relation in this equation, then you can take the another formula for calculating the electric field. Okay, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught by capital R square and put the value of Q here, 4 pi capital R square sigma. Okay, now 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square cancel, and the rest thing is sigma upon epsilon. Sigma upon epsilon. In this situation, you can calculate the value of electric field. Okay, E is equal to sigma upon epsilon. This is another formula which you can use for solving the numerical. Okay, sigma upon epsilon on the surface of spherical shell. You can use this one also. Now the next case is, now the third case is electric field intensity on the, inside the spherical shell. Inside the spherical shell, you have to find the value of electric field intensity. Now the third case is electric field inside the hollow sphere. Now, what kind of situation, what kind of imagination you are feeling? If this point P goes inside it, inside in this, suppose here. Now the P position is this. Now, small r become less than capital R. In this situation, small r becomes less than capital R. Now in this situation, what we have to do, you know very well, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Q by R square. If R is less than capital R. This is the formula for calculating the electric field for polar sphere. Okay. But you know also one thing. You know also one thing, and that is Q. What is the value of Q here? Inside it? Inside it, the value of Q is 0 because the sphere is outside from this point. If Q is 0, then what will be the value of E? Will again 0. So, in this way, you can take the value of electric field. Okay. Now discuss its graph. Now discuss its graph. Take two axes. On the y-axis, take the value of E, electric field, and on the x-axis, take the value of R. There are three kinds of R. One is greater than R, other is equal to R, and the last one is less than. Okay. In these three situations, you have to know the value of electric field. You have to, there are three types of electric field is also there. In first situation, in second, and in third. In first situation, the value of electric field is what? This is the first situation or first condition according to me. But according to this hollow sphere, our first situation is arising from the center of this hollow sphere. Suppose the point P in first condition, let the point P at the center of this hollow sphere. At the center, what is the value of Q? 0 and electric field. So this third point in the theory is the first point in this graph. Okay, remember this thing. We are go through with the value of R, and you know very well here the value of R is 0. Okay, you know very well the value of R is 0. Okay, after some time this value becomes R, because if this point P goes far from the center, then after some time or after some distance, it will be at the surface of this hollow sphere. So this value of R is increasing. Okay. Now the third condition is R is small r is greater than R. So these three conditions are on the x-axis. Firstly, for R is equal to 0, you know what is the value of electric field at R is equal to 0? If R is 0, Q is 0. You know very well, Q becomes 0 in this situation and electric field also 0. Then how can you draw this diagram? Draw this graph. This is the value of electric field here. E is 0. Okay. Now this point is move towards the surface. Now whenever this is not at the surface, then in all these distances, the value becomes again, electric field value again becomes 0 in this situation up to capital R. Up to capital R. So now you can see from R0 to capital R, the value of electric field becomes 0. Okay. But At point R is equal to R, if the P point lie on the surface of hollow sphere, then the value of electric field is what? On the surface of this sphere, this point becomes now second for graph, and electric field value is this. If R, you know very well, this R is less than R in this condition. Okay. If numerator or denominator part is less, then electric field part is high. So this is your first. Inside the hollow sphere, we have value electric field is 0, but on the surface we can take maximum value of electric field, so it will be very high. This is origin O, this is part A, this is pose B. Now, after, if R is greater than, small r is greater than capital R, then this R, take this equation, because this is first equation, but for graph we can use as the number third. Now R is greater than capital R, so electric field value is less, means this is inversely proportional to R square. And inversely proportional graph, how can you draw? Like this. But don't touch it with x-axis. Don't touch it with x-axis. Are you getting my point? So there are three types of graph. One is R is greater than R. This is R is equal to R, and this is for R is equal to 0. R is equal to 0. Okay. 0 to R you can write here. Greater R is greater than 0 but less than capital R. Okay. Now this is the end of this topic. By this graph you can finish this article. So